Hi everyone. My name is Sherry Randhawa, and I teach in first year engineering. I'm also the teaching program director for engineering and design. So welcome to Flinders University. How are you all feeling? Excited? Nervous? Yeah? Are you all doing engineering? Is anyone doing the electronics systems and security degree? No. So anyone doing engineering science? Great. Who's doing mechanical engineering? Awesome. Civil engineering? Great. Electrical and electronic engineering? Oh, yes. That's my degree. Sorry. A bit biased there. Biomedical engineering? Great. Did anyone come down the general entry pathway? Beautiful. Or the flexible entry pathway? Excellent. So if you're in the general entry and the flexible entry, do reach out to me. And this afternoon, when you meet all the other course coordinators, do reach out to us, because if you need some help deciding which path you want to go down, which discipline of engineering you want to do, please do come in, contact me or the course coordinators, all right? It's a nice, wonderful community that we have here. You'll find that the course coordinators are all wonderful. They have to be, because I have a whip, and I whip them into shape. Not really, no. We're all pretty friendly. We all tell pretty bad jokes. But I'm just waiting to see whether any more are going to show up, because we could have actually then squeezed. Anyway, I want to show you a video that we did. I think it's pretty cool. And I think it should be here somewhere. I'll make it big, and I'll play this.
The world needs engineers. From shipbuilding to renewable energy, from robotics to civil engineering, to designing new medical technologies or creating the software that will help create the future. The opportunities in engineering are broad and continually developing. At Flinders, we believe in the power of science and engineering to solve real-world problems. Recognised as Australia's #1 university in engineering for learning resources, Flinders Engineering combines exceptional teaching in world-class facilities with a future-focused, industry-linked approach that prepares graduates for the careers of today and tomorrow. At Flinders, your career starts here. Our engineering degrees are fully accredited by Engineers Australia at the level of professional engineer, recognised internationally under the Washington Accord. You'll graduate with the skills, knowledge and practical experience you need to take your future wherever you want it to go. If you're considering undergraduate study, but you're not sure what area of engineering interests you the most, Flinders has a range of pathways to study and a common first year that enables you to get a taste of engineering disciplines before you decide on your specialisation. Both Flinders undergraduate and postgraduate engineering degrees are offered in close collaboration with industry, giving you specialist knowledge and an integrated toolkit of skills that will enable you to meet the requirements of industry as it continues to change. Our $120 million Tonsley campus combines state-of-the-art facilities with the opportunity to interact with leading businesses across a range of industries. Flinders' Work Integrated Learning Program includes 12 to 20-week industry placements to ensure you get a true taste of industry requirements and to ensure you graduate work-ready. Our teaching is backed by the strength of our research. You'll learn from educators who are passionate about better understanding the world and driving the changes that will build a better future. Our graduates have contributed to research across health innovations, environmental protection, and defence capacity building. They've contributed to discoveries in the fundamentals of science, natural resource management, and enhancements for industry. Across the world, engineers are in high demand, and the opportunities in engineering are broad. Flinders undergraduate and postgraduate engineering degrees are your chance to make a difference to the world around you. Engineers help build the future, and you could be one of them. Step into your future with Flinders Engineering.
How cool was that? Sorry, a bit biased here. I think it's pretty cool. And all that stuff was filmed at our Tonsley campus. Have you seen our Tonsley campus? And this is the other video that we have for your viewing pleasure. Oh, see, we have lots of videos. Okay, so I just want to acknowledge that we are meeting on the lands of the Ghana people, and we pay respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. It's very important that we follow this at Flinders University. All right, so I want to also show you another video, but before that, can we talk about the video that you just saw? Were you inspired to be an engineer? Engineers are in demand, especially in Australia. We don't have enough engineers here. All right, and it's good that all of you are keen and want to learn here. So when you do your engineering degree, your first year will mainly be in Bedford Park, but then you go over to Tonsley Building. That building that you saw, that $120 million building, so awesome. I love it there. Don't you all love it there? It's great. Anyway, I want to show you another video. This is from our vice president of our college and also our dean education. So let me play it for you.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the College of Science and Engineering here at Flinders University.
This time of year, we get to welcome our diverse cohort of new students into our college. We get to introduce them to our warm and embracing community, our expert lecturers and faculty, and our state-of-the-art facilities spread across our Bedford Park and Tonsley campuses.
You are about to commence a remarkable journey, a journey that will transform you from a student into a scientist, a computer scientist, a mathematician, or even an engineer. Our aim is to offer you a world-class education that will provide you with huge potential for your future. You'll be taught by some of the best educators in Australia, many of which are also experts in their field of research. They will give you a cutting-edge perspective in your studies, preparing you for jobs of the future. You'll receive a great deal of hands-on learning, and we will provide you with opportunities to explore and create in the laboratory and in the field.
You've got an exciting year ahead of you. To put this in perspective, let's look back at the last few years. Our Tonsley campus has been up and running for 6 years and has served as an innovation hub for South Australia since opening in 2015. In 2020, at Tonsley, the opening of Line 0 marked Australia's first large-scale advanced manufacturing accelerator, which will see the application of new technologies in an advanced manufacturing setting and enable students and researchers to interact with the forefront of innovation.
We aim to provide you with an excellent learning environment using unique learning spaces that create stimulating and interactive learning opportunities.
Hosting some of Australia's top academic minds, both our Bedford Park and Tonsley campuses have seen thousands of students enter stimulating learning environments where they have pursued a wide variety of research projects and industry placements. And with our new Flinders train station, Tonsley and Bedford Park have been brought even closer together. These are only a few of the highlights from our recent years on an ever-growing list.
Student well-being is a priority for us, and we take it very seriously. We will ensure that all students are provided with the support and encouragement that is needed to succeed and excel. All of our courses and topics have student representatives and academics that are available to help guide you through your programs in a very productive manner.
Each year, our work-integrated learning program has over 200 students undertake placements in a wide variety of industries, government bodies, and not-for-profit organisations, providing them with the opportunity to put their practical and theoretical learnings into practice through one of the longest work placement programs in Australia.
Flinders is a hub of social activities. We have a number of student clubs and associations you can join that will help you connect with other like-minded students. Whether it be helping to build a solar car, becoming environmentally active, joining the gym, or actually just listening to live music at the tavern, you'll find a community to be part of. Students are the heart of Flinders University, and as the Dean Education, I would like to wish you well and encourage you to get the very most out of your experience while you are here. I hope you have a wonderful year ahead.
With that, we're excited to welcome you. Welcome to the Flinders community. Welcome to the forefront of innovation, and welcome to your future. We can't wait to see where your time at Flinders will take you, and we're so glad to be part of your journey.
That was great. Now, hopefully the next slides work. Cool. Okay, so this is just to show you, let me turn on my mic. Yeah, my mic is on. Just is to show you what our program is for today. So from now until 11 is we're going to teach you how to survive at Flinders University. Is that going to be a hard thing to do? Are you inspired? Do you see all those images that we had there? My God, I want to do engineering. I've already done it so many times now, but I want to do engineering. Because there's so many exciting things that happen at Tonsley that you're just going to get involved in. The solar car is one. We have 2 autonomous boats. We have an autonomous bus that goes around Tonsley. We have all sorts of fantastic things that you guys can get involved, guys and girls can get involved in. So, it's exciting. From 11 to 11:45, you're going to have a bit of a campus tour just around the Bedford Park. And it's a beautiful facility, so especially the student hub area. It's fantastic. And then you have a bit of a lunch at Anchor Court, which is just outside here. And then from 12:30 to 2:30, we're going to be in the Silk building, which is a little bit on the top of the hill there. And we're going to have some fun. And you're going to talk to some of the course coordinators that you around in engineering. And then I think the Flinders University Society of Engineers are going to put on a quiz for you, all about engineering stuff, but it'll be fun and you'll just have a great time. And make sure you reach out, communicate, talk to people around you, talk to us. We're all pretty friendly. Get to know us and feel part of this community. It's really important that you do. And feel some sort of ownership. This building belongs to you. The Tonsley building belongs to you, except for my office because it's pretty messy. So don't come to my office. But we'll have fun. Now I'm going to invite our wonderful Megan Siegley to come and talk about enrollment and course advice.
Thanks.
Oh, do you need a mic?
I'll just talk into this.
Okay,
That's fine.
cool.
That's fine. Hi, everyone. So, as Sherry said, I'm Megan. I'm one of the enrolment and course advisors here at Flinders. Sorry, I should talk more into the microphone. So we have 2 course advisors. My colleague Natalie is talking to the other group next door. So basically our role is to sort of provide you with support with the overall structure and organisation of your degree. So today I'm just going to go through 3 sort of important tips to get you started with your planning out your degrees, basically. So study plan templates and where you can find them. Basically we just suggest if you Google study planners at Flinders, we should have pretty much I think every degree that the College of Science and Engineering runs as a study planner that looks, so the way you do it is you'll search for that on Google and this page will come up with just a suggestion here of civil and then the options that have civil in the title. I highly recommend just narrowing down your focus. Don't just put engineering because you'll then get every engineering plan. Choose mechanical, etc. And then you will cut something that looks a bit like this. This is a suggested planner for a degree.
So cool.
So I'd highly recommend you get on there and find your particular degree and have a look. If it doesn't happen to be there, please put in my next tip and ask Flinders request. So if you're doing a combined degree, that we'll need you to put in and ask Flinders so that we can have a look what combination you're doing and then probably write you a study plan, which we're more than happy to do. So please put in and ask Flinders. Ask Flinders also if you're seeking credit, if you've done previous university study, if you've got a timetable clash that you can't resolve, if you need any help and you don't know who to go to. So it's a big portal that it'll get directed out to the right area, whether it's student finance, etc., enrolment support, if you need specific college information. Please use this facility because it's very useful for you. And just some basic information, if you need to ask about your topics, if you're already enrolled and want more information, ask your topic coordinators, your lecturers, the academic staff. But if you're trying to enrol in a topic and you can't, please put in and ask Flinders and we will see what the issue is and help you on your way. All right, and finally, our college has course advice drop-in sessions. They run every day at Bedford Park from 11:30 to 1. It's just a first in, best dressed. You don't need to make an appointment, just come along and one of our course advisors will sit down with you and and work through whatever your issue is. We may not know the answer, but we can at least help you, point you in the right direction of which area of the university, or whether it's something you need to talk to your course coordinator, topic coordinator about. We can also be that support to talk with the course coordinators on your behalf if we need to, or topic coordinators. So basically we, as I said, we help with the structure and organisation and progression, sort of all the admin for your course. But if it's sort of any academic things, then please reach out to your topic coordinators and course coordinators. As I said, we might not always be able to answer your questions, but we can definitely point you in the right direction. So today we've got two of our staff will be out in the courtyard when you're having lunch. So my colleague Natalie and my colleague Chris. There's a desk that'll say enrolment and course advisors. So if you go and visit them today when you're having your lunch, if you've got any questions that you need resolved today, they can help you or point you in the right direction, or at least take down your details and work through whatever your questions are today. All right, so please feel free to go and speak to them. All right, so all the best with your studies here at Flinders. I'll hand you back to Sherry to keep going. Nice to meet you all, guys. Please don't be shy, come and see us.
Thanks, Megan.
See ya.
Cool. All right, so that was really good advice. Please do reach out. You'll find that when you go through uni, things happen, life happens to you, bad things happen, good things happen. But when the bad things happen, don't feel that you're alone. Always reach out to someone. Reach out to your topic coordinator or your course. Send them an email. Something happened today. I can't make it to my class. I need an extension. Just reach out. We are all human beings. We are all compassionate. We're all here to help you. Do you understand? So do reach out. The more you reach out, the more you can connect to someone that we know how to help you. It's when you don't reach out, don't communicate, we don't know how to help you. And it's too late. It's the end of the semester, the exam's over, if they're exams. You know, your topic's over, then we can't help you anymore. So do reach out. We're very friendly. That's one thing great about Flinders. We are very student-centered. We're here to look after our students because you're all part of the same family. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is, do you know there is a Wi-Fi network here? Have you all got your phone or something? Let's connect to the Wi-Fi network. Have you done that yet? So you've got a phone or a mobile device or some sort of device you can connect. See whether you can find the network called EDU Roam, or Edu Roam as they call it. You can use your FAN and then your uni password to log in, and then you have Wi-Fi throughout Bedford Park, throughout Tonsley. If you go to Victoria Square, to the Flinders University Victoria Square campus, you can use it there as well. You can also use it in all the universities in Australia and in most of the universities around the world. It's free. Okay? So if you're at Adelaide Uni, because you just happen to be walking to the city to go shopping, you can log in there too. So it's, all right, so make sure you do that. Can you do that? Try it because it's really good, and then you have Wi-Fi wherever you go. Okay, so it's one thing really cool. And all this information, you can just go and Google it as well. Okay? So everyone happy with that? Yeah? So remember, you can use this, any campus in, any university campus in Australia, you can use this. So once you log in once, then you're already connected to the EDU Roam network, and then you can, any campus, you can use it. So UniSA, Adelaide Uni, Flinders Uni, all the campuses, you can use it. So that's good. The other thing is, who's got a student card? All right. How did you get your card? In the mail? Or did you get it from the library? Was it sent to you? Yeah. That's very precious, that student uni card. Especially if you're working at Tonsley, sometimes you want to come in after hours or whatever, you can actually register to get after hours access. So your student uni card is really, really important. For me, it's really important because it opens up doors at Tonsley. Okay, for you, it'll do the same as well. So don't lose your student uni card, especially if they're exams. Sometimes you have to prove or show that you are that person. Okay, so that's good. Have you enrolled in your topics? How many topics have you got this semester? 1, 2, 3, 4? It doesn't matter, it's up to you. Have you registered for all your classes? Have you guys registered for your classes? Yeah, what does register for classes mean? So you've picked a tutorial time, you've picked a practical time, a workshop time. So you looked at your whole timetable and you say, yes, I've got Friday off because I want to go shopping. You done something like that yet? Or rather you haven't do work or something? No? Okay, so you should also know that all lectures are online. All lectures in this university are online, which means you can be at home in your jammies and watch the video online. Some of it is recorded, so you just watch it and then you probably do some work associated with it. Some of it's run live. So no lectures are actually done in lecture theatres. But what happens in lecture theatres with me might be tutorials or workshops. Okay? So we were actually very lucky last year when the COVID hit us that Flinders University in second semester went back to normal classes, normal workshops, normal labs, which is really great. So the only thing that's online is actually the lectures. Okay? So that's really good. So make sure you register for all your classes. You have a tutorial time or a workshop time or lab time. Yes? Both. So that's both. So the answer is both. It depends on the topic coordinator. So some topic coordinators will actually video record all the lectures and then put them up, and then you just watch it, download it as you're prepared for the next lesson. Some actually run it live. So I run my lectures live, so that students can interact with me then, and ask me questions. Yes?
But if you do miss one that's live,
It's still recorded. Yep, everything's still recorded. Even if I do my lecture live, it's still recorded. You can go back and watch it again. All right, and listen to my bad jokes again, so it's fine. Or fast forward my bad jokes. All right, so make sure, but my one advice to you is don't leave things too late. Sometimes it's really easy to miss one class, and then it comes 2 and 3, and then becomes a big thing, and then you can't overcome that. So if you do miss a class, it doesn't matter, just watch it when you can, but try to keep everything, within the week. Try to keep up with all your classes within the week. Otherwise, it becomes overwhelming, and then you're missing classes and labs because you can't understand what the lecturer is saying. All right, so that's my only advice. Otherwise, the other thing you want to do is play computer games. It's really fun. Who plays computer games? Yeah, it's mandatory if you're an engineer. No, I'm just kidding. I play computer games. I was being it. All right, so textbooks. You will find that your topic coordinator will tell you what textbooks to get. The library is really good because sometimes they have online textbooks. So you just have to log into the Flinders library and the textbook's already there, and you can just read it online, which means you don't actually have to go and buy the textbook because they can be quite expensive. All right, so the university library is really good in giving you those resources. And to be frank, most of the resources you can just Google it. All right, lots of material you can Google. But yeah, if you want to get textbooks, then there is a link there. You can actually go. But remember, you go to Flinders Library first. If they don't have it online, they'll have copies of the books, and you can go and borrow them. The other thing that Flinders Library is really good is that when you do my topic, which is electronics, in second semester, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to program a robot. Hey, Anika. We have a Zoomer robot that you are going to put a microprocessor board on. Do you know what a microprocessor board is? Do you know what micro means? Small. Processor? It's like a brain, processes information. So when you do my topic, the first thing you're going to do is you're actually going to solder a board, which you get to keep. It's like an Arduino board. Who has heard of the word Arduino? We call it the Flinduino. We couldn't think of any other name. You get to keep your own Arduino board for the rest of your life. And it's really valuable, by the way, because with that board, you can do lots of fantastic things. And you can actually take that board, put it on a Zoomer robot, and program it. Why I talked about the library is that we actually have 5 of these Zoomer robots in the library which you can borrow. So think about it. You're going to have fun and you start borrowing and playing with the Zoomer robots. They're in the library already. You can take it home. So just remember that. Car parking. Do you guys park? Who brought a car today? Yeah, I did. This week, car parking is free. Otherwise, you all have to pay. And I'm not going to say anything more about that. But what I will say is, car parking at Tonsley is free. So if you want to park your car at Tonsley, For the moment, it's free. That's where I park my car. And I think I put a link here somewhere. You can then take your loop bus to come to this campus here. Now, I want to show you this page here because we actually have a page about what the loop bus is. So I'm going to show you. So we have they're free loop buses. One's called the Campus Connector that goes around the campus itself. So it goes to Flinders Medical Center, Sturt Campus, the Flinders train station, picks students and staff up from there, goes around the Ring Road, which is the outside of Physical Sciences and Engineering, and the Registry Road. So I think there are 2 buses going around here. The other one is a Tonsley Link. So it's the one that can take you from Tonsley all the way to the Register building, which is at the bottom there. So these are free buses. And if you want to see where the buses are, you can download the app, either from Google Play or App Store. And this is the username, and this is the password. You can Google this, by the way, later on, to find this information. And that's what I do. When I want to come to Bedford Park, I go and find out where the bus is. And then I get ready, and then I time it, so I'm down there at the bus stop waiting for the bus, and I go in. They will ask you to take your student ID card so you can scan, so they can determine, for COVID reasons, that they've got your name there. Otherwise, you can just get a COVID, what's the code? The QR code, if you don't have your student card. But make full use of that, okay? So remember this, the loop bus is really, really, really cool. Especially if you take the train to the Flinders station there, then you can take the loop bus to anywhere you go. So it's pretty cool. So that's the loop bus. All right. Scholarships. Always keep a lookout for scholarships. A wide range of scholarships available for you. And it says there you don't need to be the top performing student to apply. Just apply anyway. All right? Because there's money available there, and if you can get the money to help you with your education, by all means, make sure you look out for it. So you see the link there? It says flinders.edu.au/scholarships. Go and have a look. Okay? Always have a look to see what you can do. Because you can always apply, and always keep an eye out for this. And it's really good to have it on your resume as well, on your CV, when you're applying for jobs later on. All right? The fact that you got a scholarship is excellent. All right, flow. Do you guys get involved in any of this, or I just do all the talking? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. I feel really bad. Okay, who knows what flow is? Yeah, Flo Jo was a fantastic American runner. No, you never heard of her? Oh gosh, that's okay. These are my bad jokes, everyone. Flo, Flinders Learning Online. Have any of you logged in yet? Yeah. Has anybody not logged in? Don't be shy if you haven't logged in. The first thing I would do today is just go and log in there. Because all your topics are there. And if some of your lecturers, thank God I removed some of my stuff, put some of the stuff from last year, the solutions are still there. So you want to log in, see what the solutions are there, and download everything you can. But Flow is a really good resource for all your topics. All right, so all the video recorded lectures will be up there. All your assignments, your tutorials, your lab sheets will be up there. It's also a good way to connect with other people in your class or in the topic itself. There's discussions you can have with people. You can pose a question there. You can get some answers from your topic coordinator. But it's a very good resource. Okay, everyone? So what I would suggest you do is sometime before next week is actually log into Flow. Even go and download the first lecture. Download all the material you can, if I were you. Because you see that all lecturers actually have put all their lecture notes already on Flow. So you can download, you can start reading it. Now you might think, oh my God, do I have to start doing work? Can I have a week off of holidays? Yes, you can, but my suggestion to you would be, when you have a little bit of time, just open up the lecture notes. You may not understand what it means yet. Just glance through it. Because when you go through it, even if it's casually go through it, something will stick in your head. So that when the lecturer talks to you and goes, hey, E is equal to mc squared. Something might stick and go, oh, I remember that equation. What does it mean? Do you know what it means? Yeah. You're all doing physics. You better know what it means. It's a very powerful equation. All right? But these things will stick. And then sometimes you're sitting in the bus, nothing you do, just open up your lecture notes. Take out your phone or your tablet or whatever, and just read through it. Prepare for the next lecture because it will stick. So that when the lecturer goes through the material, you go, I remember that. That makes sense now. I'm going to tell you something about engineers. We're all about efficiency. All right, we're a little bit lazy. So we find the path of least resistance. Have you ever heard the word path of least resistance? That's what engineers do. All right, so I don't want to spend extra time doing homework. I want to minimize my time doing homework, but maximize my marks. Does that make sense? So what is the best way to do it is you attend all your lectures, all your tutes, all your pracs, and then you go play computer games. That's what I did. All right, I didn't do any extra study. I just made sure I attended every class, except 1 year. There was a sale in Rundle Mall, and I skipped the class, the lecture, and I went for that sale. And let me tell you what the lecturer did that year. That class, he put the whole thing in the exam. And I saw that question in the exam. I thought, oh my God, I have no idea what it means. Okay, so bad thing. Shopping is bad. But what I'm trying to say is think about how to plan your day. Time management is really, really important. Manage your time, efficiency. Okay, I think I'm talking too much. Collaborate. Collaborate is how we're going to use to run our shared videos, our lectures. Okay, so when you go into Flow, right on the top you see something called Collaborate. And you click on that and all your lectures that are running online, you go into them and then they're all recorded anyway, and you can then interact with the lecturer. Okay? So Collaborate is really, really important because all your lectures are going to be run, either they're pre-recorded or they're going to be run on Collaborate. So first thing you do is go to Flow, go to Collaborate, have a look. Okay. Introductions. I'm not sure what introductions are because you already know who I am. Who am I? Sure. Thank you. That's it. 100% HD. Well done. Passed. All right. Step 2, get prepared. Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to your student ambassadors or staff. And just want to come out and say something because I'm doing all the talking. And Anika, you want to come down? So at least I can prepare you. Do you have a microphone you're going to talk into or say something or introduce yourselves? Here you go. There's some wipes there. There's another microphone. Yeah. And no, Anika, you can relax first and I'll call you. But yeah, your slide's awesome. Okay, just everyone, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, my name is Susie. I'm a honours student studying molecular biology and maths.
Awesome.
I'm Hugh Tong and I'm in the second year of biodiversity and conservation.
Hi guys, I'm Jasmine. I'm third year biomedical engineering. And
Hi guys, I'm Zane. I'm doing Bachelor of Science, but I'm majoring in teaching.
Excellent. So ask them lots of questions. Oh, am I on? Yes. Ask them lots of questions today about what they feel about coming to Flinders. Do you like your time here at Flinders so far? Yeah? I love Flinders. I'm so biased. It's terrible, aren't I? Oh my God. Yeah, okay, cool. So, I think there's a session where you guys interact, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so meet friendly staff. I'm very friendly. Meet our student ambassadors. Here you are. And know that you're always supported here at Flinders. So, we have a student hub, which is open daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. Let's see a welcome hub. You can go and talk to these people. In the Sturt precinct, look at it in Sturt Courtyard. It's open on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It's pretty cool. And at the Flinders Medical Center, you can go and talk to people as well. Just for this week, it's just to welcome you here. All right, if you have any questions, ask them, or ask me, or ask our friendly staff. Okay, finding your way at Flinders. All right, you already know how to get onto Flow? Everyone all right with Flow? Yeah, Flojo. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think I've covered that. Help is always available. This reminds me of Harry Potter. Have you all, right? Who watched Harry Potter? When Dumbledore says to Harry, help is always available if you need it. Just ask for it. God, I love Harry Potter. Who doesn't love Harry Potter, right? You all want to pass my electronics topic, you better love Harry Potter. It's very important. Okay, so we offer a huge range of services to support you, really, and they're free services. There's a student learning lounge, there's the facilities around. Please make use of it. This is your place, your time at a university, your time at Flinders, so excel. Well-being is also really, really important, okay? And if you need any financial support, please also ask for it. Okay, how to survive. All right, so now I'm going to ask our wonderful ambassadors here. They already told us what they were studying. And can you tell me why you chose your course? Got the mic? There are two mics, I think, maybe.
Cool. So I was really interested in chemistry and biology in high school. So I picked molecular biology and biochemistry because I thought that sounded kind of related to those subjects. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. But I also took some maths topics as electives in my first year, and I actually really enjoyed them. So I decided to do a maths degree as well.
So like I'm doing biodiversity and conservation, and then because I was studying biology and chemistry in my high school, and then I really like biology and animal and environment, so that's why I choose this topic.
Mine's kind of a long story. Moral of it is I lost a bet to my math teacher in high school.
I always enjoyed physics and maths, and I tried mechanical engineering. Wasn't quite right for me, but I still stayed with the physics and maths, but went to a teaching path. So there's heaps of different pathways you can take at Flinders. Just you got to find what you enjoy and stick with it.
Cool. And for me, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then we migrated from, I'm from Singapore, so we migrated from Singapore to Australia. I thought, oh, I don't think I can become a lawyer. I don't think I can actually stand in front of someone and talk. But my dad bought a computer, and we were actually using computers at home. But my dad always wanted me to do medicine. So I actually did medicine for 2 years. Hated it. Hated going down to those labs with dead people, cutting them up, and going home with smells on my clothes. Just couldn't stand it. So I was lucky that year I could transfer into engineering. I had no idea what engineering was, but it sounded cool. I knew there was a job. I knew there was a demand for engineers. I thought that's cool. And you know what? I never looked back. When I did my engineering degree, there were only 3 girls in a class of 60. So I was the nerd sitting in front. But I had the best time. You know why? Because I didn't have to study much for engineering. Because it was maths. And I love maths. And I knew what I was doing. So it's like, all right, come to all my classes, play computer games. I mean, what else is there to do in life, right? Cool. Anika, what about you?
Why did I choose like?
Yeah, do you want to say?
Sure.
Hello. Well, I chose to study biomedical engineering as well, and that was because my parents wanted me to study medicine, and I did not want to, and biomedical engineering seemed like a nice middle ground, and to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing when I was sitting in this lecture room about 6 years ago from now, because it just seemed very daunting. It's really hard to see that end picture where you would end up, so I studied it because I didn't want to go down the medicine pathway as well, but yeah, biomedical is like a great middle ground that you get to work with humans and improve people's lives while also applying those engineering principles.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool. All right. So what's the key differences between school and university?
I think the most difficult part is through communication, because in high school we can ask questions immediately face to face with teachers, but in university you have to figure out many things by yourself, and then you have to ask, not the teachers ask you, it's you have to ask the teachers. Yeah.
I think the main difference I found was like in high school, if you had like an assignment due for a class or something like that, the teacher would constantly nag you about it. Like every class, the teacher would say, have you done your assignment yet? You've got to do it. But at uni, you kind of have to be a little bit more responsible and have some accountability for yourself to actually do the assignment, which is nice in some ways. You don't have people nagging you all the time, but at the same time, you do have to actually be a bit more responsible and kind of remember to do things.
See, I would have said the key difference is the pub or the tavern down there, but I don't know what they're talking about. Go.
Yeah, it's a lot more individual study. That's a large portion of it. With you've got to have your own drive to get there and to do it. So you've got to be motivated towards what you're doing because no one's nagging you to do it. If you choose not to rock up to classes, cool, you're the one wasting money. Pretty sure Kieran in math used to tell you exactly how much you were wasting whenever you missed a class.
Yeah, it's just the maturity and responsibility. It's just a new step up, but it's really good once you get into it. You'll love it.
Yep. That's cool facilities as well that you have here. Yeah, remember the tavern down there for the music. Okay, cool. If you need help, where can you find it? Ghostbusters. Sounds like Ghostbusters, isn't it?
So it kind of depends on what help you need, but there's a lot of different services on campus. Like we have the disability and counselling services and like free doctors on campus. So if that's the kind of help you need, that's just here on campus and you can book appointments just online. If you're having trouble like with your topics and your uni work, it's actually not that difficult to reach out to your teachers and your lecturers. If you can't catch them after class, you can usually send an email to them and they're usually pretty happy to help you.
And there is a consultation every week for every topic. And especially when there is like a team project or individual project, they will like have an individually consultation every week. So I think it's really good. And then because I'm an international student, so Flinders have like a international student service department for like a group of people. And then for if they have any problems in campus or anywhere in Adelaide, and they will help us. Yeah.
You can also reach out to your demonstrators in labs and workshops and things like that, but you'll, in most, if not all topics, I think, have topic representatives, which are students in your topic that have allocated times to meet up with the topic coordinator. So if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone who actually works with the uni or for the uni, you can talk to your topic representatives and they'll introduce themselves at the start of semester. You can probably even apply to be one, I think, in first year. There has to be one for every topic.
Also, in terms of admin, Ask Flinders that came up before has been great for me. So if you have any just general questions you don't know where to send them, just send them an email and they'll direct it to where you want and they'll basically answer it 2 weeks, whatever. But they're great.
Yeah, Ask Flinders is really good because it lodges all your questions. So someone has to respond to you because it's in the system. So if you don't know where else to go, put into Ask Flinders. Really, really important. But always reach out to someone. Okay, so I really want to make sure you understand that you are not alone. Reach out to someone. Talk to us. We're always here to help. Because life sometimes comes in and interferes. All right, so just do reach out. Cool. Have you got any tips for surviving first year and finding your feet at Flinders?
You want me to go? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a tip. My bank account number is 000.
I think the main tip I would have is just to try and like actually talk to people in your classes and make a few friends. I think that like in your labs, for example, you can always talk to the person next to you. You can say, I don't know what I'm doing, and they probably don't know what they're doing either. And then you'll have somebody to talk to when you have trouble later on, if you have trouble. And always like you can work together on problems and things like that.
I think for academic areas, like you can set a timetable or a deadline before the assignment's deadline, because there are many deadlines for different assignment. And then, yeah.
Flinders has some really amazing resources. Like the library's got heaps of stuff. There's databases you can use. but typically when you need them, you don't know how to use them yet. And it takes a while to get used to them. So I'd say start up on those early if you can, because you'd be shocked at how much stuff you can use, but just don't figure out it's there for like a year because you didn't know early enough to look for it.
I think for first year, the social aspect was the biggest thing for me. You get to meet so many new people that are like-minded and enjoy what you want, plus also all the clubs that are down in the hub today. Definitely join one of those. I did. I loved it. I'm still in it now.
Forget about that. They're freebies. They give away freebies. Everyone go down and get some freebies. I'm doing that next. Excellent. Cool. All right. Thank you. So I want to do this, and then I'll invite our wonderful alumni to come and talk about her experience here at Flinders. So just to let you know that this whole week of orientation, the things happening. So this is O week at the moment, and then we have Connect Week next week, Skills Week, and Wellbeing Week. Wellbeing is really, really important, by the way. Look after your mental health, everyone. Okay, so we're doing this for students. We're also doing it for staff because all of us go through stress. And it's very important to understand and recognize that and to see how we can help you to go through and get some assistance with that. So well-being is really important. But if you want to find out more about the resources and events, you just click on this link, like I'm doing now, and find out all the goodies. So our Vice Chancellor gives a talk here, and then you can talk about, you can find out all sorts of the things happening here. All right, so I would urge you to go and actually click on this and find out more what's happening in the next few weeks at Flinders. Okay, and also there's social events happening. There's a bingo bash, comedy, quiz night, forest walks. Wow, there's a community market. All sorts of things are happening here. So again, go to that students.flinders.edu.au/orientation and find out what's happening around and get involved. This is your university, your time to study and have fun. Okay, and then I'm trying to work out where you will sit in this. Okay, we'll find out. All right, so if you've missed your orientation session, because this is video recorded with all my bad jokes, we're going to put the link up somewhere so those people who are not here can actually watch it again. And I think it's go from there. Again, all the information you need is on the orientation page. So we've gone through flow, we've gone through textbooks and readings, understand assignments and grades. Your first lecture for all your topics probably is the most important lecture, and the last lecture. The first lecture, because your topic coordinator will tell you what the topic's about, what the assessments are throughout the whole topic, when you have to hand them in, the deadlines, all of that. The last lecture is really, really important because it gives you the tips for exams. So remember that. And tells you what the grades are as well. And studying for success. Plan your time. Manage it well. Time management is really, really important. Okay, because you don't want to not do anything and it comes to the end and then you've got nothing handed up. You don't know what's happening. You start to panic and stress out. So manage your time. Plan your time. And remember, there's always support available to you. Okay, yep. So maybe you need an extension for something. Reach out to your topic coordinator. Ask for an extension. Say, something's going on in my life. I can't do this. I can't manage it. We're all here to help you. Just reach out. The worst thing you can do is not reach out. Because when you don't connect to your topic coordinator, we don't know what you're going through. We can't give you the extension if you don't ask for it. Okay? So do ask for it if you need it. And manage your well-being at uni. It's really important. Okay. Cool. All right. And there are lots of mentoring programs as well. For new students, there's an O-Guide program. There's an e-mentor program, especially for the students who are studying offshore. We want to make sure that you're looked after as well. And there's a Uni Access mentor program for those students who have a disability or health condition. Please reach out. We're here to help you. All right. Again, my bank account number is 000111. You're not laughing at my jokes. It must be pretty bad. Okay, and if you want to register for mentoring program, there's a students.flinders.edu.au/mentoring. Okay? Okay, so lots of different things happening. On the 23rd of February, which was it tomorrow? Yes. Yeah. So from 3 to 4 o'clock at Anchor Court, which is down out here, and again on 24th. And then there's an online session. So again, please everyone, go down to students.flinders.edu/mentoring And you can get all of this. All right, now I'm going to invite Anika to look there.
6 years, Sherry.
I know, you're going to kill me. All right, I'm going to put up your PowerPoint slide. And then you go for it. Oh, you need the mic? I can click for you. You want to? Oh, yeah, okay. Or you can take this. I think I reach. Okay, I can click for you.
Yep, can everyone hear me? Clearly? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that. Hi everyone, how are you all going? Good to see so many of you here today. Again, congratulations on coming to engineering and studying at Flinders. That's one of the best decisions you probably made. I was in those chairs about 6 years ago from now. I feel really old, Sherry. And sitting there, I actually had no idea what I was getting myself into, what biomedical engineering meant, where I could end up working. Never thought I would work for the company that I ended up working for. And it's just, you know, it's a journey. The whole process, you'll sort of figure out what you want to do. And I'm hoping, talking about my journey, you can get a bit of understanding of what the possibilities are. So a little bit about me. So I actually studied Bachelor of Biomedical Engineering with the Masters of Engineering. And for those of you that's in the course that would know, there's actually 2 streams of it. So there's a mechanical stream and electronic stream. And I actually took on the electronic stream. And I also chose my topics to really specialize in electronics, actually. So there's a lot of optional topics you can choose in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th year. I chose them to be focused on electronics. And currently, I'm a graduate hardware engineer at BAE Systems Australia. So BAE Systems Australia is the largest defence manufacturer in Australia, and they are in the air, navy, cyber, and the land domain. So there's a lot of opportunities to work here. So what I do is I design, test, and integrate technologies using both software and hardware skills. And I'm really passionate about developing technologies to enhance the human life and future space missions, but I'll get more to that later. So before I get into too much, I just wanted to give you an overview of what my work looks like. So when I graduated uni, actually in my final year, when I started looking for jobs, I really wanted to get into a graduate program, because a graduate program, the expectations are you don't immediately have to be bringing full force knowledge into the company. You're almost like in a traineeship, so you're getting paid the full salary, but you have an opportunity to undertake a lot of trainings, learning, get mentored, be supported. So I really wanted that to get an overall understanding of what it's like to work in an industry. And BAE Systems program was really, it really stung out to me because it actually gives you rotations. So there's actually 4 6-month placements you can do around the company. So it's a global company around the whole of Australia as well. Lots of different offices, lots of different projects, and you can actually do 4 different sets of projects to really get an understanding of what you really enjoy. Do you enjoy programming? Do you enjoy hardware, systems, project management? A lot of different opportunities. So I wanted to get down that pathway so I could get a bit more understanding of what I enjoy. So for my first rotation, I actually worked on an aerospace-based project. I was doing data analysis, so applying artificial intelligence software techniques using MATLAB. Get used to that name, MATLAB. You'll be using that a lot through uni to classify large amount of data. And I was also testing and setting to work custom designed PCB boards, so printed circuit boards. You'll get to deal with them at uni as well. So just testing and really putting to use all the skills that we've learned through uni. The second rotation, I moved on to hardware. So I did hardware design and analysis. So I actually designed and built an automatic test equipment, which is, again, got me to use all of my hardware analysis knowledge and actually put that into practice. So from a set of requirements, how do you have an end product? And seeing that whole life cycle of the product was really interesting as well. And I was also designing sections of a custom PCB board. So I was designing my own boards and parts of it. And my current rotation, I've only been here for this is my 4th week. So this is the Hunter Frigate program. You may have seen it on the news or not. So it's based at Osborne. So we're building, BAE has been contracted to build 9 anti-submarine warfare frigates. And as part of that project, we're actually bringing in Industry 4.0 technologies. So there's a partnership going on with Flinders at the moment that we're based at Tonsley for, where we're actually researching lots of new technologies and seeing how they can be applied to digitize our shipyard to build these 9 submarines. And I'm actually part of the R&T team. So every day I'm testing new technologies, dealing with stakeholders. So again, completely different from being in the aerospace, now moving on to naval place. Now, what did my time at Flinders Uni look like? I didn't want to bore you with words, so I've just got some pictures. So I got to make a lot of things, and group projects. For those of you who love it or hate it, you'll do a lot of group projects. So one of my favorite topics, couple of my favorite topics actually, was using CAD modeling. So for context, when I started uni, I've never touched programming, never touched any hardware tools, never touched any kind of electronics knowledge. So I had nothing to base anything on. Everything I learned at uni and then my job currently. So for one of our topics that we did in first year, engineering design, we had an engineering design challenge and we got to design an actually solution for a problem, which was really cool. So with a group of 4 other students, we actually designed a better model for a walking frame that's on the top right there. So that was really interesting to actually put in CAD modeling into place. And the bottom one there is for another topic that we did in third year for physiological measurement, where you actually got to convert circuit drawings that you're going to learn in first and second year into a physical hardware product. So this was an ECG monitor. Again, really cool to actually see a physical representation, because you can get carried away learning the theories all the time, and unless you really put it into practice, you don't get an appreciation of engineering. And Flinders is really good at that. You'll do a lot of practical topics. We also, being in biomedical engineering, we had a really good relationship with Flinders Medical Centre. So they actually, for one of our topics, we get to visit Flinders Medical Centre and see opened up, so in this picture there, that's an opened up CT scanner behind us, behind our class. So we actually got to see how the circuitry and everything worked for a CT scanner, MRI scanner, ultrasounds, and just to really get an appreciation of what it's like to work in a hospital with medical devices. So that was, again, a really cool experience. And my personal favorite was traveling. I know that's a sore topic right now, but think about it, by the time you guys in third year, hopefully things will go back to a bit normal. So when Sherry was talking about scholarship, one of the scholarship I would really keep an eye out for is New Colombo Plan. So there's actually 2 that you can sign up for, the short term and the long term. So the government actually gives you like a grant to then go out into a lot of different countries in the Asian region to actually experience their culture, learn different things, do little projects. So you can do it with Engineers Without Borders as well. So for mine, in third year, I went to Malaysia for 3 weeks with 10 other Flinders students, which was a very fun experience. So we learned about the history, the culture, and we got to visit Langkawi and try a lot of food. And we came back, and that actually knocked out one of my final year topics. So that 3-week visit and a report out of it knocked out doing a final year subject, which was incredible. That meant for a whole semester I had a 3 topic instead of 4. Well, yeah, so this is something you do over summer for 3 weeks, mini holiday, and you come out of it with 1 less topic to do. So you don't have to just go to Malaysia. There's Cambodia, you can go to Nepal for Engineers Without Borders, China, there's a lot of different countries you can go to. Yep, so look out for those opportunities. And because I love that so much, from my work integrated learning component, which was something I did on my second to last year. So you would see in a course rule on a second to last year, you have a whole semester worth of work integrated learning, where you go out in the industry and you work there full time. You can do it locally, you can do it interstate, but I did my international again. So this is where my New Colombo Plan long-term mobility grant came in. Again, I got fully funded to go to Singapore with 5 other students. And we were, as you can see in the pictures, working really, really hard. So we had a 20-week project. We all had a project at one of the institutions there. That's the first time I worked with neural networks and artificial intelligence, which is something you may learn down the track. And that really helped me get my current job, for sure. And finally, Universal Studios. Yeah, well, that's the fun parts. And finally, on your final year, you have an honours or a master's project, which is a year-long project that you undertake a research and you have a proposal seminar result. So for mine, I looked into netball players and how we can actually better monitor the injuries using a wearable device. So when I was asked to make this presentation, I actually reached out to my old line manager, who was my interviewer for my job, and I actually asked him what was he looking for when he was hiring people for BAE Systems. And one thing he said to me was really stuck to me, is that your grades can only get you so far. So let's say you have straight HDs, your perfect score, that will get you the stage of getting an interview. By the way, you don't need perfect score to get an interview, but having good grades may get you a really good interview. But at that stage, it's all those little other special things about you that sort of put you over the edge. So, for example, join student clubs. So my old manager really put a strong emphasis on that. So being part of a student-run clubs, for example, we have the Solar Car, Formula SAE, we have the Field Robotics Club, which is the boat over here, something I was involved with. And if you're part of a student club, that shows that you can work with other people, you have leadership skills, that you can teamwork, you have patience. So a lot of different things actually come into play than when you're going into the workplace, and they directly translate. You know, when you look for a job and they look for, leadership qualities. How do you have leadership qualities? These are all examples of things you have done that shows you have leadership qualities. So start thinking about those as well. And I can't stress this enough, but having casual work experience. So for example, I worked at Kmart Australia for 7 years while I was going through uni. It's a lot of people give up their part-time jobs when they start uni, but I would recommend that you try to reduce hours, but maybe hold on, because it's an extra bit of cash, but also it actually really helps you down the track, because again, it tells you working with others, dealing with customers, workplace management, what sort of work health and safety, a lot of different things that come into play that makes you really desirable. And you can actually work within the university as well, so there's always opportunities there. I used to be a student ambassador like these guys over here as well, but you don't have to do that yet. There's a lot of other options, so keep an eye out for that. And network with industries. Now, if you guys are based at Tonsley, that actually gives you a strong advantage, because like I mentioned, BAE is actually, there's a subset of BAE based at Tonsley at the moment, and we're just walking around. So you may even see me at Tonsley with my pink boots and high vis on. So feel free to come and ask me questions, but there's a lot of industries based at Tonsley. So there is BAE, there's the NVI, which is the level 2 of Tonsley, where a lot of startups are based. There is MicroX, which is a portable X-ray company. There's Sage Automations. There's a lot of companies in there